Welcome back to Crazy Bill's Garage, and here we are again with a comparison. I'm going to compare a Loop to a Protec. Protec is made by Wix Filters. So we got no, I don't think too many people know about Loop. It is a interesting filter. It's an LP 7317. Let's take her out of the box here. LP 7317. Says a size that would fit, Honda filter, made in PRC. That is China, by the way. Just to make it easy to say, that's China. Here's the weird thing about it. It's got an advanced wooden pulp filtration media, rubber anti-drainback valve, and yes, made in China. And let's see. Manufactured for or by Transit Auto. So, in Transit Auto's home location is in Quebec, Canada. So, yeah. So, we'll see how good this filter is. There is the number there, or leak tested 2026. So, it is a new one. Very new. And we have the Protec. Now, the Protec, which is a PXL 57145, not a direct comparison to the Loop filter. Comparison in size very much. This one actually would probably go to a Toyota type vehicle. It does though. Now, this is what it says. I got this off of Wix website, Protec. Silicone anti-drainback valve. No, it does look silicone, doesn't it? It does. Cellulose filter media, 95% efficiency at 30 microns, and you can use it up to 10,000 miles. And yes, of course, made by the Wix Corporation, which is owned by Man & Hummel or Purelator, kind of like that. And yes, I have these two filters to compare today. We're going to compare weight first. It's probably not a fair comparison, really. I shouldn't compare the weight since they do not technically go to the same filter or same vehicle. They do not. But I will weigh them anyways, and we'll see what weight we have of either of them here so we can see. But they are very close. Now, the Loop, there we go in grams, 218.2. The Protec, 206.7. So, we do have a bit of difference there in weight. Now, could that weight mean anything? Because this thing does have a pretty thick base gasket compared to the smaller base gasket. So we'll have to weigh them in comparison. Let's go to ounce. 7.015 ounce for the Loop. And the Protec, 6.649. Wow. There is a good difference there. Like I said, they do come off of different vehicles. Now, these actually are not as. I thought the Protec was smaller for a base gasket, but you know what? I'm not saying that it is. It looks like it's identical. You know what? I'm just going to turn off the power. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to weigh these in grams. There we go. Me being stupid. There we go. There we go. 5. We're going to go with 5 grams for the Loop. And, wow. 5.3 grams for the Protec. So here you go. The Protec is a bit beefier base gasket. We're just going to take a quick look at these really on the outside here. Pretty sure it said it had a rubber anti-drainback valve. And This Wix-inspired Protec is said to have a silicone anti-drainback valve. Well, I'll get these cut open, and we'll go from there. So there we go. I got them both cut open. Well, let's turn over these, and we'll take a look at that later. And we got the loop. This thing feels pretty pliable for the anti-drainback valve. Darn, now I might have to test these. And let's see, for the Protec, this feels pretty good, but it doesn't feel as pliable as the Loop. This one is really pliable, though. Like, this one feels rubbery. This one feels silicone-y. So, I should test those. I don't have anything to test them where I'm at right now. I don't have fire. So, hold on. We're going to hold on here and get back to those later. Maybe I can find something. But here's the bases. We got 4 threads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 inlet holes. Nice simple construction. I like simple construction. It's pretty heavy. I gotta say, it's pretty heavy. 92.4. So that ain't bad. This one, the Protec is quite a bit lighter. And it has 3 threads. So 2, 3, 4. And it has 8 inlet holes, but they are bigger than the good old Loop. Let me see. What was this one again? 92.4 grams. And for the Protec, 84 grams exactly. Wow. Okay. So we're done with the bases. Yes. That one here. This one here. Now let's get down to this. We're going to pull out we got a real spring with the Loop. That's fine. But we got a real spring with the Protec. Wow, okay. Now we got a competition here. Let's not deal with the filtration yet. Let's go right on to these canisters. That's pretty thick. A lot thicker, it feels like, than the Loop one feels thicker. So we're going to measure the Loop. So we're going to go 0.47 millimeter for the Loop. And 0.38 millimeter for the Protec. Yeah, it does feel quite a bit. This one, though, does feel pretty sturdy. We've gotten many that were under 0.38 for canister. It's nice to have a thick canister, though. You can really reef on them to get them off. So, yeah, so far, so good. They're both very comparable. Very comparable. And we know the spring, this nice big spring. It's got spring for the Loop and for the Protec. It's got a lot of spring. A lot of pressure there. Now we're going to look at the filtrate. Oh, no, we're not. It looks like we have some bypass valves here. Oh, this is good. We can look at those. Where's my trusty screwdriver? This one looks like it's in kitty corner. You see that? Doesn't look like it's in right. And here is the Protec. Seems fine. Let's check now the Loop. There ain't much spring pressure on there at all. Is there supposed to be? Well, since this is for Honda, it should have 12 to 14 psi spring pressure. And I don't know, is that 12 to 14? Might be. Could be. I think this one's supposed to have around that same pressure. But this one's got, well, let's take a look here. And it's the same as I always get with these loops. There's always a little bit of split when they're in their bending process. Oh, let me see something. Do you see something in there? That tube don't go all the way up. Oh. Would that cause a problem? Though I do see in there that it is held on the inside with a steel strip to hold together. At least that's what it appears to be in there. But maybe not. Doesn't feel like it. And the Protec goes all the way up. It is louvers though. We have holes, but we have not gone all the way up. But I don't think that matters. Since oil is pushing in anyways, it's going to go through. And since it is sealed at both ends, the tube is just there for the stiffness. So I don't think that actually matters since it is still sealed and coming out through the middle. So I don't think that's a big deal. Just might take away some of the strength. These pleats fill up. Oh, oh, oh. Maybe that was a big deal. But it wouldn't come out that way. They're not coming out that way. Remember, oil's pushing in. I'm not going to say anything because, well, oh, yeah, that steel strip's got this thing locked. It's locked right in the adhesive there. She's locked in. Now, let's stop. Let's count up the pleats. So we have 39 pleats. I miscounted the first time. I don't know what I was doing. So I had to recount. 39 pleats on the loop. And we have 39 pleats on the Protec. That is kind of something, isn't it? 39 on both. Wow. But we're going to see which one do you think is the longest one? I'm thinking the Protec. But let's first cut them off and we'll see what we get. So let's see. I'm going to cut the loop one first. And it's pretty. Oh, yeah, there's a steel strip in there. I'll tell you that right now. And yeah, that is kind of weird. This one just didn't feel like it went on right onto the. And usually these Chinese made ones are actually usually pretty good. Let's get that off there. Let's throw this here. And let's cut the other one. First, I got to take that steel strip off. There. Shouldn't take too much to get it off. Well, unless it's stuck down there pretty good, which it is. Okay, let's not. Come on. There we go. Cut her off. Now, if you notice, this one's actually pretty clean for a Wix. Not much adhesive all over the place. I was kind of shocked at that. So, and as you can see, the Wix has the louvers. It does have quite a bit of adhesive down there, but both of these would probably do a job. And we have the punched holes on the loop. And I guess they don't like to use a lot of adhesive because they barely got anything in this thing. Like, yeah, there ain't much. Whatever. That's their prerogative, right? So there's that steel strip on the loop here. I wanted to get it off. I guess I'll have to cut it off. It's really stuck on there. And, yeah. So there we go. I got them both. Mm-hmm. Okay. There they are. You know what? I want to measure on both of them. You know, how thick the pleats are. I'm gonna hold that together. There we go. There we go. 10.81 for the Protec. And these ones feel funny. This feels funny. Guess it's that, what is it? Some sort of wood type. And 11.29 for the loop. And what was that? Advanced wooden pulp filtration media. So, wow. Well, I guess while we got them here, let us measure. I'll measure the loop first. How thick the filtration is. Wow. That's pretty thin. 1 second here. There we go. We're going to go at 0.30 millimeters. That's going to run some oil through her pretty good. And here we go. This is cellulose. 0.63 millimeters for the Protec. It's over double the thickness of this. And well, this stuff doesn't rip that easy, really. The loop. But this Protec, it takes about twice the effort to rip for the Protec than it does for the loop. Some interesting filtration we have there. That is very interesting, I gotta say. All right, I have a little correction here for you. A little correction on pleats. Still 39 on the Protec, but there are 49 on the loop. So there's 49 pleats. I went through it again and I counted 49. I don't know why I said 39. It's 49. That makes sense now on the length of these filters. Because, well, the Protec was 34.5-inch, 87 centimeters by 2-inch, 5 centimeters. And then it confused me because the Protec, or the loop, was 49 inches long. That's a lot more than that Protec. 124 centimeters. So it confused me. Why weren't they closer to the same length if I said they were both 39 pleats? Well, they weren't. So signifies 49. 49 pleats is 49 inches. That makes it doesn't mean nothing. But by it's not as wide though. It's 1.5 inches by 4 centimeters. So it is. You can see it is a bit wider there. So yeah, it was a little confusing time there for me. I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? But we do not have my microscope today. It will not turn on. So it is, I even plugged it in again. It is choosing not to work again. Thank you, microscope. But what I can do is try to find my lighter and burn these, hopefully, any drainback valves. We'll see if it's true that this one is silicone, which it doesn't feel like it. It feels like just rubber. It's kind of hard. And this one feels nice and soft like silicone. So, what's going on here? Now, I am sorry, but I do not have another source for fire right now. So, I'm going to have to use my torch. I couldn't find anything. There's so many mosquitoes outside. So, look at we have black smoke and quite a bit of it. So the black one was rubber. Oh, let's try. Get out of here, mosquito. Let's try this one. Hard to start. I guess it is silicone. Hard to start, and we have white smoke. Okay, so there we go. That proved to be what they said they were. The black one's rubber, and the orange one is silicone. So honestly, what one would I use? Uh, Probably the Protec. For me. For me. Um, there's just some things going on here with quality, I believe, on the Loop. So it's just gonna stick with the good old Wix for myself. Even though it has louvers, I do like the punched holes, but I'm just not so sure. And it did was good. It did turn out to be silicone, so that's good. And this one was rubber. So I got the burn test in, so that's good. But give me a comment. What do you like about them? Which one would you use if you had to use one? And personally, if I'm in a hard spot, I would use the loop. Stick it in there. You can always take it out later. Better have some filtered oil than no filtered oil, right? But yes, give me a comment. Thanks for watching. And hey, I hope you enjoyed this. And stick around for Friday's used oil filter review. Hopefully, I have something special for you. Nah, I already gave you a special last week. It'll just be a normal one for sure. Thanks for watching.